I'm Eric Byrd of the Eric Byrd Trio. With me, I have drummer,
Alfonso Young Jr.
and our bassist is Will Hazel. And we just got done playing our 1 o'clock set here at the DC Jazz Festival. We are the Eric Byrd Trio, and our first time playing the festival and having a great time. So Al and I have been together almost 25 years.
Yes.
25 years. So we've been playing in the band a long time, and we've released 11 records. Our new record has just come out yesterday, Echoes of Arrival. It's on streaming platforms, so we're still doing it.
And how do you last so many years playing together?
Well,
How that works?
the love. I think the lasting is the love for the music and the love for each other.
And what happened? How you solve or how you overcome some sort of conflicts? Do you conflict yourself in your musical taste or composition ways?
Yeah, we actually don't have a lot of I mean, we try to keep the music the main thing, and so we have kind of a common interest in jazz and different styles of jazz. So we just try to write music that the other members of the band enjoy, and if we like it, we think that probably there's an audience that would like it.
That is a really critical point because young people when they start a band, the most difficult thing is last, right?
Right.
Year to end. So putting music and artistry against, in front of egos, right?
Yes.
Because,
Yes.
music has,
Yeah.
we have a lot of egos as well. So what do you say? Do you have, for example, anything that you remember that you solved with a specific example that you can share in the deciding big things when you're recording an album? How you come to an agreement in the band with the person? If you remember some specific example.
Well, I would say typically we will come to the table with a body of music, and even though it's new music, it goes through a process. It grows through a process, and we're all an integral part of that process, if that makes any sense. And then so the agreement. Usually, we don't have disagreements because we're all a part of it right from the very beginning.
Yeah, we're constantly playing music, and so the more we play and the more we play our repertoire, the more it kind of makes sense what music kind of sticks around and what music is kind of like, maybe we'll come back and revisit that. So again, the ego thing, we just make the music the important thing. Like money will come, gigs will come, attention will come, but just make the music the main thing.
Would you say that jazz as a genre is one of the few genres that is different? Like I don't say pop, rock, we want we are people that love the other things, where ego is more in. I mean, maybe can play a role a little bit more critical on that. Because do you think that jazz maybe because improvisation and just the joy to make music and whatever is happening at the moment may be a differential factor?
Well, I think Wynton Marsalis is super articulate about jazz, and I think he's right when he says, we all live on the same planet, we all occupy the same space, like we have to negotiate that space. So your ego has to take a second seat to the negotiation. Like if we have a finite amount of room in this song, then jazz, really the best of jazz is how do I play something that makes everybody else sound good? What am I doing on my instrument that really highlights what everybody else is doing? Instead of trying to be out front, it's more being in a resourcing, supportive kind of position. So, I think jazz is unique in that regard.
Yeah, that is you say exactly what I was trying to
Yeah.
from you. The jazz is very unique and very particular in that
Sure.
from that point of view. And last question, what advice, you said at 25, I don't know how old are you, but you may be teenager when you started, right? How old are you?
I am 55.
So
This is the year of the double nickel. 55. And he's older.
Yeah, I actually turned 60 in November. Yeah.
So you started still young, and
Yeah.
you said brother, and at what age you started making music?
When did you start?
Oh, wow. Middle school, high school, early high school. And you know, I was very fortunate because I think the exposure that I had to music, I knew what I wanted to do very early along, and I'm actually doing that. So I'm very blessed, very blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I mean, early, I took piano lessons when I was 8, 9, and then just tried to play as much as I could. Played in church, played in like a really crappy rock band, but I loved it. You know, played in the school bands, you know, sang in the choir, did all that stuff. So just stay active. Good advice for young people is like stay as musically active as you can. Just always try to stay active.
Yes, and stay true to yourself.
Yes.
That is very important.
Yes.
Super important. Last question, inspirations?
Inspirations. Herbie Hancock.
Everyone. Everyone.
We were just hanging out with Justin Faulkner of Branford Marsalis's band. I mean, they are a big influence on me personally because they set such a great standard as a band, not just the music, but their band has been together for a long time, and that was a great standard. But you know, all of everybody, Louis Armstrong, Ella Fitzgerald, Sarah Vaughan, Carmen McRae, Miles, Train, Bird, Monk, everybody.
Tell us a little bit about that crappy rock band that you used to play.
Well, the rock band was the rock band, we had a lot of spirit, a lot of passion. We practiced in the drummer's mom's living room, and it was the 80s, so that was a good time for rock music, and we had a lot of fun. We weren't that good, but we had a lot of fun.
What sort of, you did covers?
Covers, yeah, cover band. We did, we did Rush, we did Subdivisions, Limelight, Don't Tell Me You Love Me by, I can't remember who that was, Taking Care of Business by Bachman Turner Overdrive, you know, all the stuff, man. Great songs that we couldn't play.
And why jazz? Why jazz another genre, classical or rock or whatever?
You know, that's a great question, and I'm not certain whether I can answer that. It was the one music that spoke to me the deepest.
I mean, for me, it moves me the most, but also I'm passionate about the fact that we get to sit in a tradition of the cats that came before us, that we get to play their music, if that makes any sense. Like, we were just listening to Marcus Miller give an interview. Marcus Miller is, of course, a great bass player that did a lot of production work for Miles Davis in the 1980s. So we were in close proximity to someone who knew Miles Davis. And Miles Davis is the whole reason why I started playing jazz. And it's like that kind of stuff, that's immeasurable. That's like, you can't quantify that. That's everything to us.
So, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.